Hello Libra, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you are connecting with on a romantic level, what it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So some of you may have been in a relationship. This could have been in the past. For others of you, this could be a current relationship. Whole lot of love. Very good. For a small portion of you, this could be a situationship, could be someone that you've met and you know there's a whole lot of energy, but you're not really speaking up. Your person of interest is not really speaking up. Oh my goodness, this person's in love with you. Libra, very nice. Very nice. My method of reading is just slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need. I do not channel through any spirit guides. I never have. And I do have certain reasons for that. At the end of this reading, I channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel to provide you with some advice based on what comes up today. So you do have here 1, 2, 3 cards that are a little down. It's kind of gloomy and gray. But what's fascinating, really amazing, in this entire deck, I consider 2 cards the best cards for love and romance. You have both of those cards, and it is kind of rare to get both. You have love as well as feelings and emotions, and this is like double confirmed. So your person of interest is actually in love with you. Here we have mothering, first card, the strongest, followed by awakening. Then we have love, opening, feelings and emotions, beliefs, fear, illusion, followed by synthesis under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Libra, the connection that I have with you, it makes me feel taken care of, very much loved. This love that I feel, it does appear to be unconditional, as if you are family. In this connection, I have felt and experienced a sense of belonging, where you are someone who is very nurturing, caring, protecting, loving, providing when I'm in need. This is the kind of love I see and I feel that you shower. And it's taken me some time, quite some time, to finally realize and understand that I never really did appreciate you back then. That you do have a lot of love for me. And that you have loved me selflessly. I see things from your perspective now. I can see things from your eyes. Everything now appears to be different. And I have come to this emotional and spiritual awakening where the love that I feel is overwhelming now. I feel love for you. I love you. This love is true. It's pure. It almost feels sacred in a way. it is not related much to the flesh or materialistic things, no. This is just me straight from the heart loving you. And I feel that this is unconditional love. There's a part of me now that wants to open up to you because in the past I was hiding. There are many things that I've hidden deep down, things that I've never talked to you about, hoping you would never find out, hoping that you would never know. But now things have changed. Certain things that I've hidden, secrets that I've buried in the past. A part of me wants to open up to you and tell you all of that. Because now I realize that I am in love with you. I do have very strong feelings and emotions for you. These feelings and emotions that I have, they run deep. I would go through anything to be with you. I would take the fall, take the blame, even feel the pain for you. Because you have done things for me that no one else did. You have been that person that was there for me when no one else was. I never really saw you in that light before. And it's taken me a while to realize this. I finally see your value. And I don't want to take this for granted anymore. You are worth so much more. You are priceless. And before I never saw any of this. I understand. You and I, we were born and brought up in very different ways, and our mindset, our beliefs, our customs, rituals, everything about us, it's different. We are not the same person. What I find interesting, but also what I find important, is that we are unique. We are different. And it's important for me to know where you're coming from, to understand your perspective, to be able to accept change and transformation, and not be stuck in my own beliefs, which I have always been. But changing my beliefs for the love that I have for you also scares me. It makes me nervous because it's something that I've never done before. A step into the unknown, uncharted territory. I don't know where I'll step. I don't know where or when I'll sink. All that I've known before, I've had a solid ground, a solid understanding of it. But getting into something that's different, getting into something that's new, that I am unaware of, it does scare me. Because I'm not sure. I know what I want. I want you. I want to love you. I want to show you this. But I'm also very much afraid of the intensity of this love and this connection. At this point in time, I feel nervous. I feel afraid, sometimes even paranoid. But there is fear in my heart of the unknown. Sometimes I even feel unworthy and worthless. I feel that you deserve better. But you don't know this. You don't know that I've lost my confidence, that I've lost my self-esteem. You wouldn't know this. How could you? Because I hide behind a veil, behind a false mask. I don't tell you what it is that's in my heart, that's in my mind. How are you to know? It's not possible. You could only know if I told you, or if I showed you. Overall, I had hidden secrets deep in the shadows of this forest. Dark secrets, things that I did not want to reveal to you, thoughts and ideas, impressions that I had. But now, as my love grows for you, I don't want any secrets. What I want is honesty. A clean slate. I want everything to be transparent between you and I. For now, I hold on to the memory of how the love was once before. How innocent it was and how pure it was. With the hope now that maybe something could come through, but the beliefs, our opinions, our differences, that is one thing that makes me a bit weary and nervous. And yet, I still hide that from you. All right, Libra. Your person of interest, they do love you. They're in love with you now, which is wonderful. The one thing we have an issue with, however, is the fact that we have this beliefs card. For some of you, the beliefs card talks about tradition, rituals, a difference, okay? A difference between the both of you in terms of tradition, rituals, customs, religious background, ethnic background, race, who is rich, who is not so rich, things like that, okay? So there is some sort of difference and disconnect between the both of you, where it is virtually impossible for you to see and to be on the same page. You don't see eye to eye. This is not because somebody is trying to be difficult. This is because both of you have been born, raised, and brought up in very different ways. Your experiences are different from this person's experiences, and that's why finding that middle ground is the only way. Compromise, that's the only way this connection would actually work, if there was a compromise. Now, is it worth it? Libra, I would definitely say so, because you do have somebody who is truly in love with you. But we have to be careful, because we do need somebody here to also adjust. You don't want to be the person who's only adjusting, right? It either has to be 50-50, or I would say 60-40, but not more than that, right? We need to have an equal give and take, because if you decide to change yourself, what happens is you will literally lose the type of person you are. Your identity is gone. It's not the real you anymore. You're just acting the entire time. To some degree, it's okay, but then sometimes it's a little too much. All right. Let's have a look at another set of cards. And the other set, it's called the Lover's Path Tarot. So this set, I like to read this deck to see what happened in the past that may have caused this connection to go downhill. So something did happen. Question is, what happened? Things were going great, they were going fine, and then all of a sudden, boom, things just came crashing down. This is for those of you that may not have received any sort of closure. You need a closure, you need closure still. They may have ghosted you. They may have faded. They may have just discontinued the way they used to speak to you. Before, it may have been a lot, and now they hardly do. They may not even message you or talk to you the way they used to. So this is something that I have a look at with this deck. Also keep in mind here with this deck, I do read these cards in the reverse. We have here Princess of Cups and Fortune. Okay, let's have a look. The Princess of Cups, here in the reverse, it talks about an empty offer or an invitation. So it appears that in this connection, when this person communicated with you in the past, and the first set of cards that I saw for you, the first set, that is the present situation. That's the current status. This is in the past. So in the past, your person of interest had given you an offer. They had invited you for love, okay? But it was an empty offer, and it was an empty invitation. To you, it may have seemed as if, this is like shining gold. I am seeing a cloth bag, and there's like gold chunks in it. It looks quite nice and appealing, actually. But when you go close to it, it's actually not gold. It's fool's gold. That's the situation here. It was shiny, but when you got to it, it's not the real thing. This is a situation that occurred with this person, but there's a reason for it. Fickleness or immaturity of affection. So it was because they were immature, and for that reason, they were very fickle. That sense of immaturity would definitely make them take you for granted, which is why they truly never appreciated. They never valued you. They never really realized, your worth, right? And even though you are priceless, we all are, it became a problem because they just thought it would last like this forever. And when things changed, now they're feeling the burden and the pain and the suffering and the sorrow. They're feeling that now. Here, there's more of a realization. I didn't see the grief card earlier, so far it doesn't show me that they have actually grieved. Perhaps in the earlier readings in the past weeks, maybe you can go back and have a look. But there is a sense here of an awakening, right? And they want to be better than what they were before. Here we also have inconsistent or unreliable messages. So it does appear here that your person of interest, in regards to the way they would speak to you, the things that they would say, any messages, anything that they were going to say or do, they were very unreliable and they were inconsistent. How can you even be with somebody like that, right? How can that person be in a relationship? That is not a relationship, right? Here we have ambivalence and codependence. So even though it may have seemed as if your person of interest is somebody that has it all, that knows it all, in all honesty, they didn't. They were just simply somebody who was very young and immature. This person could be much older in age, but still inside wisdom, I'm seeing the lack of wisdom. They have a lack of wisdom on the inside, so they were not mature, and it may be that they were just simply inexperienced. We also have here Fortune. Uncomfortable feelings or disappointing experiences with chance. Feeling ignored by fortune. When will it be your turn? Here, there was a desire to see what chance would bring. What would be the fate? There was a fear of expansion. And the idea of prosperity just never occurred to them. They were very pessimistic. We have here uncomfortable feelings and disappointment with chance. Now, this is because from their point of view, they have never had good luck. This is what they're feeling. And this is somebody who's immature. The problem is when we have somebody like this, it actually does mean that because they were so immature when it came to the talks, the way they would talk to you, the way they would act. Problem with that is that even if something good was to come and literally goodness comes and just sits right on their lap, right? But they can't even recognize it. An opportunity comes to their door and they don't even open it. They don't even take that opportunity. This is a problem. Why? Because this person was immature. That is the issue. It could have been okay, but it was not, simply because this person was either immature or they were inexperienced. I'm also seeing the word inconsistent. They were very inconsistent, and that would pretty much upset anybody because, when you're as a couple, you make plans, right? You can't make plans with somebody who's going to be inconsistent, right? You need somebody that's dependable, reliable. It didn't happen. Not with this person. You're just dealing with somebody that needed to grow up. Plain and simple. Frankly, they shouldn't get into relationships like that. But remember, this is in the past. Now, in the current status, this person is in love with you. So things have changed. All right, we have here the Beginner's Tarot. These are any actions, any plans, any intentions your person of interest has. And this would be has towards you. All right. We have here the Devil, 5 of Cups, Magician, the Magician, 8 of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. So, first card's the strongest. We have here with the Devil, your person of interest currently, first thing on their mind, they are quite sexually obsessed with you. Because that emotional part has completely kicked in and now they want to express themselves to you in some way. The problem here is also, it talks about the feeling of being bound to you in a way where they cannot let go. It's as if they can't live with you and they can't live without you, but if they live with you, it causes them a lot of heartache and pain as well. And if they're with you, the happiness that you feel, there's nothing beyond that. It's just the top of the top. So it's a strange sort of feeling that they have for you, but whatever it is, it's completely intense. It's too intense. It's so intense that this could be obsession, sensual obsession, and it also has fear. Fear that they may not ever see you again. Fear that no matter where they go, no matter what they do, something in the universe happens and they always end up thinking about you. It's as if they are haunted by you, haunted by your memory, maybe even haunted by what they did to you. And they know that what they did was wrong. Yes, they did know what they did was wrong because we have here the 5 of Cups. They realize that they had a good thing going a while ago. Things could have been better. However, now they realize it's their fault that things are not turning out the way that they should have. This feeling, this understanding that this person has, they're regretting things and they feel that it is all their fault. They know that this is all their fault. The problem with this is that they're not seeing the opportunity that lies right in front of them. In this case, right behind them, they do have 2 of Cups. A reconciliation, union could happen, but it's not. With this, there's a problem where they're so stuck and fixated in their mind that the world is just moving forward and they're still stuck. That's a problem now. because there's no progress there. So what I see right now is your person of interest realizes they have come to that realization. Remember, I was talking about grief? So here we have it. So that's good. We're on the right track. So this person is grieving. They are upset and they feel that whatever this connection turned into, whatever crap show it turned into, they were the one responsible. They were the one, or that this was that person who ended up ruining a good thing because they did not value you at the time. And they took you for granted at that time. They now realize this. That's a good thing. We also have the Magician. Going forward, what they want to do and what they want to be is that individual who can give you all. This person wants to be someone who can provide you with all of the things that you may need. Everything that could possibly make you happy. This is the type of person they are, and this is what they want to do. This is what they want to be. But they want to do this only for you. Here we also have the 8 of Pentacles. This is what I call the love workshop. So because they want to manifest with the Magician card, they do want to manifest you into their life. Whatever it takes, they want to be that person who's special in your life. 8 of Pentacles does talk about them working on this. So they are aware of what they need, what they want. They are aware of the end goal. But the issue with this card is that it does talk about time. A little bit of time is needed, and a little bit of time will be taken to think things through, to make a plan, to make a strategy, how to move forward in this connection, how to actually make this thing happen. How are you both going to reconnect? This is something that is bothering them because they don't really know how. And if you're wondering why there's distance between you, this is one of the reasons, because they're actually thinking about it. So in all honesty, don't think that they're ignoring you, because remember, you did have the illusion card before. It may even appear as if they're ignoring you, but the truth is they are trying to make things right. They're trying to work things through. It's just that between the both of you, things may have gotten very sour and they just don't know how to deal with it, how to handle it, how to fix it. Remember, you did have fear before, right? And here we also have the Devil card. So that does once again talk to me about fear and not being able to have the strength to actually move on. With the Knight of Swords, your person of interest wants to rush back into your life and sweep you off your feet. They don't want to waste any more time. And patience is a virtue, but here we have how this person has literally lost their patience now. They want to come back into your life, but there are those things that are holding them back. That sense of fear, that sense of grief, that chance to want to manifest something. And of course, the 8 of Pentacles wanting to work on the connection so that they can make a plan, make a strategy. So I do see your person of interest is working on it. I see their intention is to make things work in this connection, but I don't see any direct action that they're taking towards you. The overall arching theme with the Knight of Swords, it does show me that, yes, they do want to rush in, but I don't actually see them rushing in. This is the overall intention. It appears, Libra, for a while, they may just stay silent. And remember, it's also because of this, the 8 of Pentacles. But we also had the illusion card earlier, right? So with the illusion card, it also shows that there's a sense of hiding. This person is hiding. They're not really showing their true feelings. I'm just going to do a quick prayer. I have here the Archangel Answer cards. First card, the strongest we have here, ask your angels. followed by look for a sign. Perfect timing. Be assertive. Followed by listen to your intuition. Wait. Followed by there's no need to worry. The overall arching theme here we have a year from now. Okay. So many of you may be thinking why a year from now. This may have come last year and may upset you. This deck only goes up to a year from now. So if in your fate and destiny it's written 2 years from now, 5 years from now, some people it's many years actually, it will come that many times, right? Because it's indicating that to you. First card's the strongest here. We have ask your angels. So it does seem that there's a question here that you need answering to. There's a question you want answers. What they're saying here is ask your angels. And the way I ask the angels, this is for archangels, Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. There are more angels in heaven. These are the ones I focus on more. I pray to the Christ consciousness, who is Jesus. From there in my mind's eye, I get to the Creator, his Father. And that is a holy white light of God. It's a white source of energy. It's this white light. From there, in your heart, in your mind, just say that you would like permission and help from these angels. You need the permission for God to send them down to you. And when, within a split second, you ask, they are in your energy, you give them permission, the angels, to actually help you. So they are like employees and they work for the managers. Okay? That's kind of how the dynamic is. When you do this, they do know what it is that you need, but only to a limited degree. But they do need you to tell, to talk, to ask. This could be within your heart, because it's your energy that you're sending out. It could be literally you whispering or talking. And soon, because you are going to ask the angels, you will receive answers. Now, right under that card, we have here, listen to your intuition. So I am seeing when you get answers, it's going to come to you intuitively. But there's also going to be another thing. You're going to ask your angels, and signs and synchronicities will start to increase as time goes by. You'll notice certain things that only mean something to you specifically, something that you hear on the radio. You see a sign somewhere, like a billboard, and the sentence only makes sense to you. Somebody says something to you, but within that phrase or whatever, there's a sentence and it only makes sense to you. You hear a song, it's a message. Now, this doesn't mean that we go out searching and suspecting that everything is a sign. It's something that comes to you naturally, and it will feel different. So don't go out actually looking for it. Allow it to come to you. Otherwise, we do waste a lot of time just believing certain things are what they are, even though they're not. Whatever's going to happen, we do have a lot of waiting cards here. Whatever's going to happen here is going to happen in perfect timing. It's divine timing. This is going to happen when it's supposed to happen. It's kind of like how I explain in many of my other readings. It's like a cake, right? You found all the ingredients, you put it together, you made it, you put it in the oven, and now it's just time to wait. In the meantime, keep yourself busy, do something. Because if you take it out too soon, what's going to happen? It's going to go flat, not going to be the right type of cake, right? It's not even a proper cake. Can't really eat it much. Sometimes we do. Yes, you can turn it into a biscotti, maybe. However, we need to be careful because it's still not the right kind of cake. So you want it to be just right, just on time, absolutely perfect. Perfection is what you want. And that is what you get when you have perfect timing. When the time is right, in the coming future, it's important for you to connect with this person when they do and be assertive. Let this person know what you're comfortable with, what you're not comfortable with. Let them know certain things in your life that really bother you, and if you wanted to discontinue, you need to let this person know. This also is sometimes for those people that may have some self-esteem issues, where you are only in the connection because you are literally afraid you'll be alone, and you're walking on eggshells. Here the angels are trying to tell you, let's not do that anymore, okay? Let's not be that person. Understand that you have equal worth. You have value. You are someone. Don't dismiss it. Don't think that you're not. And when you start to stand up for yourself in a logical and reasonable way, your person of interest will also take a step back and they will see things differently. Here we also have listen to your intuition, which is all of the guidance that you will be receiving from the heavens. And we have wait. Once again, you have time, a waiting card. There's no need to worry. Even though you're going to be waiting, they're saying here there's no need to worry. What I'm seeing here is the change is going to occur in their life, in their mind. Remember, 8 of Pentacles, right? The illusion card. They're working on it. They're hiding it, but they're also working on something behind the scenes. Because they're grieving 5 of Cups, it does appear that it's going to take some time. How much time? It's going to happen in divine timing. Like they're saying, there's no need to worry. Why? Because it's supposed to happen, and it will happen. The only thing is, are you waiting that long? Are you willing to wait that long? Because it says here, a year from now, which means from now until the next year. It could literally be 6-7 months, right? It doesn't have to be the whole year. But why would it take that long? Because your person of interest and yourself, you are not an on-off switch. We need to have a stage, right? We have to have phases. A person goes through certain stages, certain phases, and your person of interest is going to take their time, and that is how perfection takes place, okay? If you rush it, it's not going to work. Something will fall through the cracks. Something will happen that's negative. So it's best to just sit back, let it take its time. Don't rush into anything. If you do, you may disturb that cake that's being baked, and it may not turn out the exact same way you had planned. Okay? It is quite frustrating and annoying because I know that some of you have been waiting. What I can suggest to you, what Angel Fakiel, and you can read a little bit about her on my homepage on my website. What Angel Fakiel has told me, 5 months. If you have connected with this person a while ago and you're waiting for them to respond or even to reach out, wait for 5 months. Show them your interest and wait for 5 months. If they reach out, that's fine. If they don't, then it's probably time for you to start thinking and start to move on. Because you'll just be wasting your time and your life waiting. It's hard to think straight when you have these feelings, but what I'm seeing the word deserve right now, and the reason why I'm seeing that is because some of you deserve somebody better, and you may not understand it now, but years from now, it will make sense why it didn't work out with this person. Some of you, it's not going to work out with this person, because I'm seeing the deserve word in my mind's eye, and that shows me that some of you deserve better. So what happens when you deserve better? The angels know, and they have your best interest at heart. The angels know what's good for you, what is needed in order to make you succeed, and what is deserved in your life. You deserve somebody better than this person, and that is the reason why some of you will find someone else, and you will no longer be with this person. Of course, this is a general love reading. It's not going to resonate for everybody, but Do understand that it's never set in stone. Our outcomes can always change because of our circumstances and our decisions that we make now. But some of you are going to want to be with this person and you're going to wait, and that's fine. Some of you have just had enough, and there's no use walking on eggshells and just waiting for that person. It's not worth your life and your time and your energy, because you are also worth something. And I know sometimes in love, if I don't have them, I have nothing, right? You do have something. You just haven't realized it yet. It'll take you some time. But you have to understand sometimes things are not meant for you, simply because you are meant for something much better, greater, fancier even. So don't dwell on it, because like it says, there's no need to worry. I know it's easier said than done, but that is something that I've seen a lot. And usually years down the road, you then realize, wow, I can't even believe I was thinking like that back then. How crazy was I back then? I was so in love. I was not thinking straight. For some of you, you will think like that. For the rest of you, it'll work out with this person, but it's just a matter of time. Libra, that is your reading. If you are interested in some love readings, please do visit my website. I do have a few packages that are available still. Also, I have packages to get rid of negative energies. If any of you are interested in that, it's always a good thing to get rid of negative energies from your life. Also, I have another channel called Asnointia Audio on YouTube. And with that channel, what I like to do is I talk about certain topics that are of interest. And this usually comes from your scenarios, the things that you guys have gone through, the things that all of us go through. Some videos that I have there, it's regarding relationships and advice, and some of them are on spiritual connections, twin flames, soulmates, karmic partners, past life, that sort of stuff. I also have one that I uploaded a while ago, and that is on negative energies, what and who are negative energies. And for those of you who are kind of waiting for some new content, I do have something coming up. It's going to take just a little bit more time, guys. It's a little lengthy, that's why. Hopefully I'll be able to upload soon. All right. And by the way, those videos are absolutely free to watch. You all take care, stay safe. I will see you guys again. Bye now.